Elon Musk in big clash with Russia and Putin. The most recent terrifying warning from Elon Musk to Russia came in December of last year, when the Russian military conducted an anti-satellite missile test that resulted in a cloud of debris in orbit, prompting astronauts on board the International Space Station to seek shelter in their dog ship in the event of a catastrophic collision. In response to these events, Elon Musk sent a terrifying warning to Russia. Hey everyone, and welcome to Tesla News, where we bring you the newest and best updates about Tesla and Elon Musk. For daily videos, please consider subscribing to our channel. Today, we'll discuss the newest developments with Elon Musk's final and terrifying warning to Russia to stop imitating SpaceX, as well as how Russia is responding. After Russia tested a new weapon that blew up satellites and left a cloud of debris in space, Elon Musk issued a frightening warning. Moscow's actions are described as dangerous and reckless by the US government. The Russian Defense Ministry, on the other hand, refuted the allegations and accused the US of hypocrisy, citing previous debris-generating anti-satellite weapon tests conducted by China, India, and the United States. Others, on the other hand, see a much more serious problem than space satellites exploding after the first posted message. In a lecture to schools on September 4, 2017, Putin claimed that whomever became the leader in artificial intelligence will dominate the world. The next day, Musk answered with the words, "It begins," echoing his prior warning. Musk then claimed in another tweet that he has been warning about the dangers of AI-powered robots for years, and that he has even prophesized terrifying results comparable to those shown in the Terminator. Another of our tweets claimed that AI could lead to a third world war. According to Musk, who believes that country competitions for artificial intelligence, mastery, are the most likely to cause World War III. China, Russia, and all other countries will have strong computer science in the near future. Meanwhile, SpaceX is hard at work on a groundbreaking space mission that has been accused of posing a security danger to Russia. It's all history, according to Dmitry Rogozin, head of Roscosmos for the Special Forces. These technologies will make it easier to move highly skilled individuals from one continent to another. This isn't to claim that we'll be able to fly across the oceans in a matter of seconds. Elon Musk's SpaceX Starlink space program, according to Dmitry Rogozin, director of Russia's space agency Roscosmos, could represent a security danger to Russia. The US government has already given SpaceX over $900 million for Starlink, with subsidies set to total nearly $20 billion in the following budget. One could question why the government of the United States requires this. This type of spacecraft can control cruise missiles, recalibrate their flying tasks in mid-flight, and administer an Asian network, in addition to dispersing the internet. Therefore, Rogozin was approached with the idea. Because of SpaceX's pioneering satellite broadband technology, which uses an expanding network of commercial spacecraft orbiting the planet, much of the world now has satellite internet connection. Musk's first initiative aims to connect practically everyone on the planet to the internet. Thousands of mass-produced tiny satellites in low Earth orbit will interact with specialized ground transit receivers to form constellations. SpaceX expects to launch up to 60 more Falcon 9 rockets every flight in 2021, with launches every 2 weeks. At 1,440 miles above sea level, the first 12,000 satellites will be launched into 3 orbital shells. The second shell will contain 2,825 V-band satellites orbiting at 690 miles altitude, while the third shell will have 7,500 free-band satellites orbiting at 210 miles altitude. The total number of satellites could reach 42,000 in the future. Cruise missiles, for example, may fly thousands of kilometers but require a number of guidance systems, including satellite course data. The Russian 3M-54 cruise missile, for example, has a range of roughly 930 miles and is powered by satellite data transmission and other technology. The Starlink might be used to inject erroneous navigation data into a cruise missile in flight, according to Russian officials. Furthermore, satellites could be utilized as a backup for a specialized military force in the event of a future conflict. To counter emerging Western capabilities, several countries, including the United States, Russia, China, and India, developed anti-satellite weapons capable of destroying military satellites. Russia has made significant investments in anti-satellite weapons, including anti-satellite missile-equipped MiG-31 Foxhound fighters and an S-500 mobile missile system. These weapons would be rendered ineffective if there were a huge number of beginning satellites. According to Dmitry Rogozin, Starlink's internet transmissions could simply be political. Furthermore, the US Air Force successfully tested a Starlink connection on an AC-130 gunship in late 2019, and the US Air Force used Starlink to support its complex battlefield management systems during a live firing exercise in 2020. A number of air and ground weapons, notably the Boeing KC-135 Stratotanker, were attached to the beginning system. Without a doubt, there is room for collaboration. The US military refocused its interest on space warfare in the late 2010s. According to sources, a Russian defense contractor believes the United States Air Force's unmanned X-37B rocket is a stealth space bomber capable of dropping nuclear bombs from orbit. While the X-37 and other aircraft based on similar technologies have been presented in the past, this time it comes from a credible source that Elon Musk's businesses, including the Space Force, are capable of conducting military operations in space. A new piece of information emerges. Only as people are becoming accustomed to the notion of space companies traveling into space and landing on Mars to do research, it is clear that space companies want to investigate and explore virtually all of the planets in space, not just the Moon and Mars. Currently, Russia is working on a new nuclear spacecraft that will be capable of landing on Jupiter's surface. The journey from Earth to Mars takes at least 5 to 7 months, and by the time you get to Mars, your muscles must have been battered by the tremendous exhaustion caused by weightlessness. So, in the nuclear space race, how long will it take Russian astronauts to fly from Earth to Jupiter? Another question to consider is whether the astronauts will return to Earth alive after visiting the planet. Pioneer 10 was the first spacecraft to visit Jupiter in 1973, followed a year later by Pioneer 11. These probes uncovered the planet's magnetosphere and primarily fluid interior, as well as the planet's first close-up photos. Jupiter, the Sun's fifth planet, has been explored by robotic spacecraft since 1973. With the exception of 2, 8 more robotic spacecraft have been launched since then. All of these missions were NASA flybys that took extensive data and photos without landing or entering orbit. Jupiter has become the most visited planet in the solar system as a result of these journeys. On July 5, 2016, Juno became the second probe to enter Jupiter's orbit. Launching a spacecraft to Jupiter on a regular basis is difficult due to the planet's hostile radiation environment and massive fuel requirements. The Voyager 1 and 2 probes visited the planet in 1979 to explore its moons and ring system, and they observed volcanic activity on Europa as well as aqueous eyeballs. Jupiter exploratory missions New Frontiers and Cassini are both New Horizons and Cassini. The Voyager 1 and 2 probes will visit the planet in 2030, according to Roscosmos. A YouTuber has said in his video on YouTube channel mentioning, its Space Tuck, which moves people and equipment from one orbit to another, will begin an interplanetary expedition. Zeus is a spaceship energy module that can carry hefty loads through space. In essence, it's a portable nuclear power plant. In the future, spaceships will be able to accelerate utilizing solar power and gravity thanks to the new technologies. Which means that the Space Tuck, which moves people and equipment from one orbit to another, will begin on an interplanetary mission. Zeus is a spaceship energy module capable of transporting massive cargoes into space. It's essentially a portable nuclear power plant. Spaceships will be able to accelerate using solar power and gravity in the future, and we can thank the new technologies for it. So this was all. Add your thoughts in the comments section below. Hit the bell icon and also like, subscribe, and share our channel, and stay tuned with us till our next video. We will see you soon with our next video, so be with us and go watch our Tesla Model X video on your left to see some positive aspects about it as well. Or you can also watch newly updated Tesla Model 3 2022 on your right and learn more about the Tesla world. Thank you so much for watching.